My beloved. Stop scrolling. Yes, you. This is not by chance. This is not another random video on your screen. Heaven has interrupted your moment because your soul has been marked for this exact hour. I was sent to deliver this message, and it is not for the many, it is for the one. And that one is you. Right now, the air around you has shifted. You may not see it with your eyes, but the atmosphere is different. Your heart may be racing. A strange warmth may be wrapping around you. A stillness may be resting upon your shoulders, because the Lord has entered this moment. Jesus is urgently calling only for you. Your name was spoken in the courts of heaven last night, and the echo of that name is still ringing. My radiant one, you have been watched more closely than you know. There have been nights when you cried into your pillow so quietly that not even the walls could bear witness. Times when you were surrounded by people but felt more alone than ever. Those moments were not invisible to the one who formed you. Every silent tear was caught. Every unanswered question was noted. Every time you said, "I can't anymore," heaven whispered, "Hold on, child. We are not done." You may feel like the world has passed you by. That blessings have visited everyone else but have skipped your door. You have been overlooked, misunderstood, even betrayed by those you trusted most. And now, this message comes as a sudden lightning strike, an unexpected knock at your soul's door, because God has decided that enough is enough. Jesus is calling you because something is about to shift. But hear me. There is an urgency to this. Delay it, and the moment may pass. You are standing at a divine doorway, and it will not remain open forever. Heaven is not revealing this to the crowd. This is a private audience. Angels have been assigned to guard this transmission so that it reaches your ears in purity, without interference. I am here to tell you that the next few moments will carry instructions that will decide the trajectory of your life. My chosen soul. There is a war over your destiny right now. Unseen hands are trying to pull you back into the pit you have been climbing out of. And holy hands are reaching to lift you higher than you have ever been. You are caught in the tension of heaven and hell's attention. And Jesus, yes, Jesus himself, is stepping in to claim you. Do not think this is poetic language or vague inspiration. This is a divine interruption. Something has been trying to delay you, distract you, even destroy you, and heaven says, no more. Before this hour ends, you will feel the shift. Before the sun rises again, you will know this was real. So listen closely, my beloved. Do not turn away. This is the moment where eternity leans in close to whisper your next step. And if you receive it, nothing will remain the same. You. Yes, you. Not the crowd. Not the masses. This is for the one whose heart has been crying in silence, for the one who thought heaven had gone quiet. You, my beloved, are the reason this moment exists. Heaven has been watching you. Not from a distance, but with the kind of closeness that notices every breath, every tremor, every prayer you whispered into the night when you thought no one was listening. You who were not forgotten. You who felt invisible in the room yet were fully seen in the throne room of heaven. You who tried to be strong while your hands were shaking, who smiled for others while your own heart felt heavy. You, my chosen soul, have been marked by the light since the day you were formed. Even when you walked through shadows so thick that you could barely see your own hands, there was a mark upon you that darkness could not erase. There were moments when the enemy thought he had you. But he could never keep you. Because your name has always been written in a place no power of hell can reach. Child of starlight, there is a reason you have felt different. It was not your imagination. You have felt out of place because you were never meant to fit into the world's mold. From the beginning, you have been set apart, not because you were better, but because you were chosen. Chosen for a path that would demand more of you, but also pour more into you. Chosen to be a carrier of light in places that others are too afraid to go. You, my radiant one, have been hidden for a season. Like a precious seed buried beneath the soil. Hidden. But not lost. Forgotten by people. But remembered by God. Overlooked by the world. But handpicked by heaven. And now the soil is beginning to shift above you. The weight you have been under is breaking apart. The time of pressing and silence is giving way to the sound of breaking ground. This is why you feel the stirring inside your spirit, why your chest feels warm, why your body is reacting right now. Because heaven is saying, rise. Your season of being hidden is ending. And when you emerge, it will not be as the same person who went into the dark. You will come out carrying more light, more authority, and more divine power than you have ever carried before. But listen. This is not a public announcement for all to hear. This is a private call, from the throne room straight to your heart. Guard it. Protect it. Do not share every detail. Heaven does not reveal this to everyone. There is something sacred about what is happening in you right now. And sacred things must be handled with care. You are stepping into a moment that could rewrite your story. And the first step is simple. But it will require you to listen to every word that follows. Do not look away. Do not let distraction steal this moment. Because the one who calls you by name is still speaking. Lean in closer, my beloved. Yes. Closer than before. Because what I am about to tell you is not for every ear. This is the kind of message heaven locks away, keeping it sealed until the exact moment the chosen one is ready to hear it. And that chosen one is you. Do not speak of this lightly. Do not rush to share it, even with those you trust. Some things must be kept hidden until they have taken full root in your spirit. This is private. This is between you, heaven, and the one who has been watching over your steps since before you could even walk. My radiant one, the Father has whispered your name in a way that is rare. A way reserved for moments of deep divine turning. Last night, while you slept, there was a meeting in the high courts of heaven. Your life was laid upon the table. Your battles, your tears, your unanswered prayers, all of it was seen and recorded. And then, a decision was made. The enemy argued for your destruction. He brought evidence of your mistakes, of the times you faltered, of the moments you doubted. But then, Jesus stood. He stretched out his hands, still bearing the marks of sacrifice, and said, "This one is mine." And silence fell in heaven. There was no more debate. The verdict was sealed. You belong to him. Do you feel that? That sudden warmth over your shoulders. That shiver moving down your spine. It is the weight of truth resting upon you right now. Heaven's decision cannot be overturned. But here is the secret, and you must keep this close to your heart. You have been assigned a divine mission, and not everyone will understand it. In fact, if you told some people what God is about to do in your life, they would mock it, question it, or try to stop it. That is why heaven says, guard this. Because there is power in the unseen. There is strength in silence. And there is safety in keeping sacred things sacred until the appointed time. My chosen soul, this message is being delivered to you now because the shift has already begun. You do not need to announce it. You do not need to prove it. You simply need to walk in it. And as you do, you will feel the steps beneath you being guided. Doors opening that you did not even knock on. Favor arriving from directions you never considered. But for now, let the seed stay in the soil a little longer. Let it grow quietly, until the day heaven says, "Now, reveal it." Until then, treasure this moment. Because this is not just an ordinary word. And understand this, my beloved. The moment you receive such a word, heaven begins to rearrange the landscape around you. People you thought would always be by your side may begin to drift away, not because you failed them, but because they cannot walk in the light you are stepping into. This is the quiet separation before the public elevation. Do not fight it. Do not chase what leaves. Every closed door in this season is a divine strategy, moving you away from traps you cannot yet see. Some voices will suddenly go silent. Some invitations will vanish. This is not rejection, it is protection. And as you guard this secret, you will notice signs. The same numbers appearing at strange moments. A sudden calm washing over you in the middle of chaos. Dreams that feel too vivid to be ordinary. All of these are confirmations, heaven's way of saying, "We are with you." Keep walking. Remember, this message was not meant to be intercepted by anyone else. If you are hearing it, it is because heaven made sure it reached only you, at the exact second your spirit could bear the weight of it. Stop everything for a moment, my beloved. Because heaven has stopped everything for you. Yes. This is that rare moment when eternity bends down, places a finger beneath your chin, and says, "Look at me." The noise of the world is fading right now, the chaos, the confusion, the endless distractions, because the one who made you is speaking, and every other sound must bow to his voice. You are not here by accident. You didn't just happen to see this message. This is not a coincidence. This is a collision. A divine collision between your spirit's readiness and heaven's timing. Child of starlight, your name has been carved into the heart of God since before you ever breathed your first breath. Long before your tears fell, before your prayers were whispered, before your heart even knew what it was longing for, you were chosen. And when heaven chooses, it is final. You have been carried through storms you did not even know were raging around you. Fires that should have burned you out were ordered to let you pass untouched. Pits that should have swallowed you whole collapsed before you reached their edge. Why? Because the plan for your life is not just about you, it is about every life your light will touch, every soul your testimony will awaken, every chain your breakthrough will break. My radiant one, this is why you could not quit. Even when it felt like there was nothing left in you, something deep kept pulling you forward. That was not your strength, that was the hand of God, gently but firmly guiding you through the dark. And now the hand that pulled you through is lifting you up. The shift begins the moment you accept it. You will feel it, your chest tightening in awe, a rush of warmth through your arms, the kind of goosebumps that have nothing to do with the air around you. This is your activation. This is your moment. Do not question it. Do not overthink it. Simply whisper, yes. Yes to the call. Yes to the shift. Yes to the miracles heaven is aligning for you right now. Because once you say yes, the gates open. And when those gates open, my beloved, what flows through them will not be small or ordinary. It will come like a flood, sudden, unstoppable, undeniable. Not a single blessing will trickle in half-heartedly, they will rush toward you as if they have been held back for years, waiting for the exact moment heaven gave the command. You will notice it first in the small shifts. A heaviness in your spirit will suddenly lift. A problem you thought had no solution will quietly resolve itself. A door you long gave up on will swing open without you even knocking. And these small beginnings will be the first ripples of a much greater wave. People will watch in confusion, wondering how everything is aligning for you so quickly. They will think it is luck. But you will know it is divine design. And while this unfolds, you must keep your heart steady. Because when the acceleration begins, it is easy to lose focus. Stay rooted in the one who called you. For the moment you forget who opened the gates is the moment you risk closing them again. But you, my chosen soul, will not forget. Because this calling is in your very bones now. My beloved, I must tell you something that very few ever hear spoken so directly. Heaven has seen everything. Every tear you wiped away before anyone could notice. Every moment you smiled for the sake of others when inside you were breaking. Every prayer you whispered into the darkness, unsure if anyone was listening. You cried where no one saw. But you were never truly alone. The angels kept record. The walls of your room heard the echoes of your weeping and carried them upward like incense. The Father himself leaned close in those moments, and his heart broke with yours. You have walked through storms that felt endless. Days when the weight on your chest made it hard to even breathe. Nights when you stared at the ceiling and wondered if morning would even come. And still, you kept moving. Even when your steps were small, even when your pace slowed to almost nothing, you did not stop completely. That persistence, even in your weakness, has been counted as strength in the courts of heaven. Do you remember the times when you felt invisible in the crowd? When you looked around at others receiving breakthroughs, opportunities, and blessings, and wondered if you had been forgotten? My chosen soul, those were not signs of abandonment, they were signs of preparation. You were not skipped over. You were being refined. There were places God could not take you until certain wounds had been healed and certain chains had been broken. You were not delayed because you were unworthy. You were delayed because you are destined for something so significant that it required a deeper foundation than most. You endured betrayals that cut so deep you questioned your own worth. People you loved, people you trusted, turned their backs, spoke against you, or left without explanation. And you wondered, what is wrong with me? But hear this, nothing is wrong with you. The rejection you experienced was actually redirection, heaven pulling you away from people and places that could not carry the weight of who you truly are. You prayed for certain relationships to stay, and they fell apart anyway. You prayed for certain doors to open, and they stayed shut. Now, from this side of the journey, you will begin to see why. Some of those connections would have poisoned your destiny. Some of those open doors would have led to traps. Some of those blessings you thought you needed would have been the very things to destroy you. God did not withhold from you out of cruelty. He withheld because he was protecting the purity of the promise he made over your life. You see, my radiant one, the enemy wanted to crush your spirit in the middle of those trials. He whispered lies in your ear, telling you that you were forgotten, overlooked, unworthy, and unloved. But each time he thought you were about to give up, heaven poured just enough strength into you to take one more step. And every single step, even the ones taken through tears, was noted and treasured. The spiritual battles you fought silently have built an authority in you that cannot be faked and cannot be taken. It is why, when you speak life into someone else, they feel it deep in their bones. It is why your prayers carry a weight that others notice but cannot explain. Because you have walked through the valley of shadows. And you have emerged with light still in your eyes. And now, heaven says, it is time. The suffering you endured will not be wasted. Every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, every moment of isolation, all of it is about to be redeemed. You will see the kind of reversal that silences the mouths of every doubter. You will be vindicated in the presence of those who thought you would never rise again. They will watch as the same God they doubted lifts you higher than you have ever been. My beloved, I validate your pain. But more than that, I declare its end. This is the turning. This is the moment the scales tip in your favor. You will not just recover, you will overflow. And when the overflow comes, you will recognize it instantly, because it will carry the same tenderness, the same depth, and the same faithfulness that carried you through the fire. The storm did not break you. It built you. And the world is about to see the strength heaven already knows you carry. And now, the atmosphere around you will grow heavy, not with despair, but with a divine intensity. It is the weight of heaven leaning close, measuring every movement, every thought, every decision you make from this point forward. The angels are no longer standing at a distance, they are surrounding you, their presence forming an invisible wall against every scheme of darkness. But understand this, when heaven draws near, so does the opposition. The enemy will not waste time throwing distractions, delays, and whispers meant to pull you off course. Suddenly, you may feel an old temptation resurface. A familiar fear try to take root again. Or a person from your past reappear with words carefully chosen to unsettle you. Do not take the bait. This is a spiritual test, a final check to see if you are ready to handle the weight of what is about to be placed in your hands. If you pass it, the release will be swift, the breakthrough undeniable. You will stand in a place you never imagined reaching so quickly, holding blessings so large you'll wonder if you are dreaming. And yet, it will be real. Because the time for delay has ended. The seal has been broken. And heaven has already written your name into this season's victory. Right now, there is a stirring in the unseen realms that is not random, it is targeted. It has your name on it, as if heaven's scroll has been unrolled and your destiny is underlined in gold. Every moment that passes is not just another tick of the clock, it is a countdown. Not to something ordinary, but to a divine unveiling that will change the way you see everything around you. In this moment, angels are moving like a great tide, silent, precise, and unstoppable. They are positioning things you cannot see yet, rearranging circumstances so that the exact door you need will swing open, and the exact chain that has bound you will snap. The resistance you've felt lately is proof that something massive is on the horizon. Pressure always increases before the heavens break wide open. The enemy senses it too, that's why the distractions have multiplied, why doubts have grown louder, why certain people suddenly seem to test your patience and faith. But what the enemy doesn't know is that your spirit has been forged in fire. You have been refined in seasons that were designed to crush you, yet here you stand, not broken, but sharpened. This is why you are the chosen recipient of this call. Not because you are perfect, but because you are prepared. Prepared to walk into a blessing that requires courage, trust, and an unshakable refusal to turn back. Do not underestimate the significance of these next few hours and days. One small act of obedience could trigger a ripple effect in the spiritual realm that will echo for years in your life. Stay alert. Stay steady. The message has already been dispatched from the throne of heaven, and it is rushing toward you at this very second. When it arrives, everything will shift, instantly, permanently, gloriously. My beloved, pay close attention, for time is moving differently around you right now. This is not ordinary time. The next 3 days, the next hours, Even the next few minutes carry weight that can alter the path of your life forever. Your name echoed in heaven last night. It was not whispered casually, it was announced with urgency. A shift is set to begin before sunrise, a movement so precise that the enemy cannot anticipate it. You may already feel it in your body, a tightening in your chest, a sudden rush of warmth, a tingling in your hands and feet. These are not coincidences. These are signals that the spiritual realm is aligning itself around you. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Every second you waste is an opportunity that heaven is ready to deliver slipping through the cracks. The moment you act, the timing will accelerate. Doors that have been closed for years will swing open. People who have doubted you will be forced to recognize what God has done. Situations that seemed impossible will begin to unravel with astonishing speed. And mark this, there is a divine countdown, a sacred rhythm that only the spiritually attuned can sense. Within 2 minutes, within the next hour, within the next 3 days, shifts will occur that you cannot yet comprehend. You may hear unusual words, see unexpected signs, or feel sudden clarity about decisions you have been postponing. These are not random, they are divine prompts designed to ensure that you step into your destiny at the exact right moment. The enemy may try to create confusion, to cloud your judgment, to delay your obedience. Do not fall for it. Time itself is your ally if you recognize it and move as heaven directs. My radiant one, the clock is not just ticking, it is orchestrating a sequence that leads directly to your breakthrough. Pay attention. Prepare yourself. Heaven's timing is now in motion, and you are at the center of it. My beloved, the urgency you feel is real. It is not fear, it is divine alertness. Your spirit has been sensitized to what is coming, and heaven is speaking to you through subtle tremors of energy in your chest, whispers in your mind, and the sudden clarity that seems to strike without reason. Every detail of your next steps matters. Even the smallest hesitation can delay the alignment that heaven has painstakingly orchestrated for you. The exact timing of your actions, your words, your prayers, everything is being watched and woven into a sacred pattern. Within the next 48 hours, events will unfold that seem too orchestrated to be coincidence. Someone may appear in your life suddenly, a person, a message, or an opportunity that shifts the trajectory of everything you thought you knew. Pay attention to the signs, my chosen one, for they are coded in the whispers of your heart and the sudden synchronicities you will witness. There is a sacred rhythm at work. A countdown that only the spiritually alert can feel. The energy around you will intensify in waves, a deep vibration in your chest, a rush of wind in still rooms, a sudden shift in light that you may see with the corner of your eye. These are confirmations, signals from the angelic realm that you are on the right path and that the timing is now. Do not underestimate the spiritual forces at play. The enemy knows this window is precious, and he will try to distract, delay, or provoke you. You may feel sudden fear, doubt, or uncertainty, a pull to procrastinate, to question, to look back. Resist it. Every second you move forward in faith accelerates your breakthrough. You are on the cusp of a divine release. The next moments are charged with supernatural potential. Heaven is ready to move, angels are poised to act, and the promises written over your life are preparing to manifest. The shift is imminent. My beloved, listen closely, for the unseen world is alive around you. There is a battle raging in realms you cannot see with human eyes. Dark forces have been attempting to intercept your destiny, to steal what God has promised, to silence your breakthrough before it reaches fruition. But you are not alone. Angels, countless in number, surround you even now. They stand with flaming swords, shields of divine light raised high, ready to combat every scheme sent against you. Every whispered lie, every plan meant to destabilize your faith, every act designed to distract you, it will not prosper. Heaven declares that no weapon formed against you can prevail. Feel it in your spirit. The vibration is intense. Your body may tingle, your chest may tighten, your heart may race as these spiritual forces converge. This is real, and it is happening now. The enemy knows that you are a chosen vessel, a child of starlight, a radiant soul marked by God. And so he pushes harder. He sends doubt through familiar faces, fear through situations that seem ordinary, and temptation in the very places you thought were safe. But your angels are ready. They are shifting circumstances before your eyes, unseen chains are being broken, doors that seemed locked forever are beginning to turn, and the atmosphere around you is thick with protective energy. You may feel a sudden warmth surrounding you. A flash of insight may strike your mind. A sense of courage may swell in your chest. These are confirmations, divine reassurances that you are shielded. Every trial, every attack, every shadow that tried to intimidate you, it will collapse in the presence of this holy alignment. Know this, my radiant one. Heaven's army fights tirelessly on your behalf. Nothing can pierce the protection surrounding your destiny unless you allow fear or doubt to give it an opening. The enemy trembles because he recognizes your anointing. Every plan he made against you is being undone, reversed, and returned to him empty. And you? You are walking through the battlefield untouched. Strong. Protected. Chosen. Because your victory has been written before the foundations of the world. But listen carefully, my beloved. The battle is not chaotic, it is precise. Every move of the enemy is anticipated and countered by forces you cannot see. Every shadow that seeks to terrify you is already under judgment. The very air around you is charged with protective energy. You may feel a sudden shiver run down your spine. A rush of wind in a closed room. Or a tingling in your hands and feet. These are not accidents. They are signs that the angelic realm is active, moving strategically to secure your future. Every obstacle that seemed immovable, every person who tried to betray or deceive you, is being realigned to serve your destiny. Your enemy's plans are crumbling even before they take form. You are walking through a battlefield, yet you will not feel the blows. You are shielded by light that cannot be dimmed, by authority that cannot be contested. The spiritual realm hums with energy on your behalf. Even now, angels are forming a wall of fire around your path, so that only what is divinely approved can reach you. Darkness tries to whisper fear into your heart, but the light within you burns brighter than any lie. Do you feel it? That courage rising in your chest. That sudden clarity in your mind. That unwavering sense of purpose. Those are not coincidences. They are confirmations that you are under the direct protection of heaven. Every chain, every cage, every attempt to hold you back is dissolving in real time. The enemy is frantic because he recognizes your authority, your destiny, your calling. And when you move forward in faith, every attack against you rebounds upon those who sought to harm you. This is spiritual justice, my beloved, executed before your very eyes. Heaven is not merely observing, it is actively engaging. Your life is a battleground, but it is also a sanctuary. Every step you take is guided, every breath empowered, every decision protected. You are not just surviving this battle. You are triumphing within it. And the glory of your victory will astonish even those who doubted you. My beloved, hear this clearly. What is coming for you is not small, not subtle, not the kind of blessing that passes quietly. This is the kind of divine reversal that stops people in their tracks. This is the miracle that reshapes stories, rewrites destinies, and silences the voices of doubt forever. You have suffered, you have waited, you have prayed in silence. And now, Heaven is preparing to pour into your life a fullness that will leave you breathless. Picture it, my radiant one. The places where you felt lack will overflow. The relationships that seemed broken beyond repair will shift. Doors that were locked, opportunities that were hidden, will open as if by unseen hands, perfectly timed, perfectly aligned, perfectly yours. And it will feel human. Because miracles are not just cosmic displays, they are deeply intimate. You will feel the warmth of provision in your hands, the laughter of relief on your lips, the tears of joy sliding silently down your cheeks. Even in public, the change will carry subtle cues, a sparkle in your eye, a glow in your face, a quiet confidence in your step that others cannot explain. People who doubted you, mocked you, or dismissed your dreams will stand in awe. They will see your transformation not as luck, not as coincidence, but as undeniable proof that God moves on behalf of those He has chosen. And you, my beloved, will understand something very few ever comprehend. The miracle is not just in the outcome, but in the journey, in the struggle, in the faith you maintained when no one else could see. Your heart will know the depth of this reversal because it was crafted around every silent tear, every prayer whispered into the dark, every moment of courage when you thought you could not go on. The blessings coming to you will not simply meet your needs, they will overwhelm them. They will come in ways you have never imagined, in ways that feel impossible, in ways that can only be described as divine. And the human touch of it will make your soul feel known, cherished, and fully seen. Your neighbors, your colleagues, your friends, even strangers, will witness the tangible manifestation of heaven's favor in your life. But the greatest miracle is the one that cannot be measured. The peace, the confidence, the unwavering joy that will fill your spirit. That is the mark of a life rewritten, a destiny reclaimed, and a soul vindicated. Everything that tried to hold you down will bow before the authority heaven has placed within you. And my beloved, know this, every promise, every blessing, every miracle is already being arranged. You simply need to receive it with an open heart, a willing spirit, and the quiet knowledge that you are fully known and fully loved. My beloved, hear these words again, and let them sink into the deepest chambers of your heart. You are chosen. Say it with me in your spirit. I am chosen. Do not let the world, do not let the enemy, do not let the doubts that have whispered through the corners of your mind tell you otherwise. You are chosen. You were selected before the foundations of the earth were laid. Before your first breath, before your first tear, before the world could even define your name, you were set apart. You were chosen for a purpose so grand that even the most brilliant minds cannot fully comprehend it. You are chosen. Let it echo in your soul. Do not tell anyone. This is sacred. This is between you, heaven, and the one who has been shaping every season of your life. Everything is shifting. Feel it, the vibration around you is changing. The energy in your body, the air in the room, the very pulse of your heart. It is attuned to the unfolding of divine plans. It is happening now. Do not doubt. Do not question. Do not look around for confirmation from the world, for the world cannot see what heaven has already set in motion. Say yes. Say it in your heart, whisper it when no one is listening. I believe. I am ready. I receive. Because belief is the key that unlocks the manifestation of heaven's promises. Every time you repeat these phrases, every time you declare them in spirit, the unseen realm moves. The angels lean closer. Chains fall away. Doors swing open. The darkness trembles. The enemy falters. You are chosen. Everything is shifting. Say yes. It is happening now. Keep saying it. Carry it with you like armor. Wear it as a crown in your spirit. Whenever fear rises, whenever doubt whispers, return to these words. Let them ground you. Let them remind you that your victory is not dependent on chance, but on the decree of heaven. You are chosen. Do not tell anyone. Everything is shifting. It is happening now. Your soul has carried this truth through trials, through loneliness, through silent battles that no human eye could see. And now, it is ready to be unleashed. The repetition is not just for comfort, it is for activation. Every affirmation you feel, every word that resonates, every breath you take while acknowledging it, strengthens the bridge between your faith and the miraculous unfolding of your destiny. My beloved, do not grow weary in speaking these words to your spirit. Do not lose heart if the manifestation does not appear instantly in the natural. Heaven's timing is perfect. Every repetition, every whisper of faith, every acknowledgement of being chosen builds momentum in the unseen realm that is faster, stronger, and more powerful than anything on earth. The miracle, the vindication, the reversal, all are drawing near. Hold these words in your heart like fire. Let them consume every doubt, every fear, every residue of disbelief. You are chosen. Say yes. Everything is shifting. It is happening now. My beloved, now is the moment I have been preparing your spirit to receive. This is not casual advice. This is not a suggestion from human lips. This is a direct transmission from heaven, flowing through the unseen channels of the universe, reaching you because your soul has been ready, because your heart has been open, because your spirit has endured the refining fires and is prepared to receive the fullness of its destiny. Listen carefully, my radiant one. The activation is simple, but it is profound. You do not need grand rituals. You do not need complex formulas. You do not need the approval of others. You need only a single act of faith, an intentional, conscious declaration from your heart and spirit. Say, with conviction, I believe. I receive. I am ready. Whisper it, speak it, feel it in every cell of your body. This is your key. This simple phrase opens the gates of heaven over your life, aligning angels, spirits, circumstances, and divine favor in ways that the natural eye cannot yet see. When you speak it, do not think lightly of it. Every syllable carries weight. Every word shakes the heavens. Every declaration pushes back the forces of darkness that have tried to suppress your destiny. Do it now, my beloved, and feel the response ripple through your body. A warmth will rise in your chest. A tingling will flow down your spine. Your mind will clear, and your heart will expand. This is not imagination. This is the tangible touch of heaven responding to your obedience. Now, hear me. There are additional steps that accompany this sacred activation. First, prepare your space. It does not have to be elaborate. It can be a quiet room, a comfortable chair, or even a moment of stillness while you stand. The key is focus. Focus your heart entirely on God, on the promise, on the miracle that is stirring toward your life. Second, remove distractions. Turn off the devices, silence the notifications, close your eyes if necessary. Heaven communicates clearly when nothing else is competing for your attention. Third, breathe deeply. Inhale slowly, imagining the breath carrying your spirit upward, closer to the throne of God. Exhale slowly, releasing every doubt, every fear, every worry, every lingering question of worthiness. Fourth, align your intention. Say in your heart, I am open. I am ready. I trust in God's timing. I will walk in the fulfillment of my destiny. Feel each word. Do not just speak them, allow them to resonate in your spirit, vibrating through every fiber of your being. Fifth, act immediately on the promptings you receive. Heaven will speak, maybe through a thought, a memory, a sudden idea, or a message in your physical environment. Act on it quickly. The first act of obedience is the spark that ignites the fire of your miraculous breakthrough. Remember, my beloved, timing is essential. Delays in responding can allow distractions or doubts to creep in. Do not overthink. Do not hesitate. The activation is meant to be immediate, faithful, and complete. Now, let me tell you about the spiritual mechanics at play. When you declare, I believe, I receive, I am ready, and align your heart with heaven, several things happen simultaneously in the unseen realms. 1. Angels assigned to you immediately position themselves around your destiny points, forming layers of protection and guidance. 2. Every scheme of darkness attempting to block your breakthrough begins to unravel. 3. Divine favor is released into your life in ways that appear as coincidences but are truly orchestrated miracles. 4. Your spirit vibrates at a higher frequency, attracting circumstances, people, and opportunities that were previously invisible. 5. Old doors that seemed permanently closed begin to creak open, sometimes subtly, sometimes in spectacular ways. My beloved, this is the spiritual law of activation. Faith combined with declaration produces momentum. Momentum produces results. Results produce visible manifestations in your life that others will notice, often before you fully realize the depth of the change. Let me emphasize something crucial: this activation is not just for material blessings. It is for the transformation of your soul, the awakening of your spiritual authority, the alignment of your purpose, and the fulfillment of your highest calling. You will notice the shift internally before you see it externally. Your heart will feel lighter. Your mind will feel sharper. Your intuition will be clearer. Your energy will flow differently, attracting divine encounters and favor in ways you have never experienced. You may begin to see doors open in relationships, finances, career, or personal growth that were stagnant for years. The key is consistency. Repeat the activation daily if necessary. Every morning, before your feet touch the ground, declare, I believe. I receive. I am ready. My beloved, if your heart is beating faster right now, if your soul is stirring with recognition, then this is your moment to stay fully attuned. Do not let this message pass by. Do not allow the noise of the world to pull you away from what heaven is revealing directly to you. If you feel the warmth rising in your chest, the tingling in your hands, the surge of clarity in your mind, this is the unmistakable sign that this prophecy was meant specifically for you. Heaven is calling you to remain close, to remain vigilant, to continue walking in alignment with the unfolding miracle that has already begun. Subscribe now, my radiant one, not as a mere action of habit, but as a spiritual commitment. By staying connected, you ensure that the messages, the visions, and the revelations that are being delivered directly from the angelic realms continue to flow into your life without interruption. There is sacred timing at work here, and the next transmissions, the next instructions, the next confirmations will arrive in moments when you are attentive and prepared. To close your heart now, to turn away, or to dismiss this, would be to risk missing the delicate orchestration that heaven has set in motion for your destiny. Every prophecy, every message, every instruction delivered here carries a ripple effect that can change the course of your life dramatically. Do not allow distraction to sever that connection. By staying engaged, by subscribing and keeping your spiritual awareness attuned, you open the door for more miracles, more guidance, and more divine intervention. You are not merely a passive observer, you are an active participant in the unfolding of your destiny. Heaven is moving. The angels are aligning. The enemy is retreating. And you, my chosen soul, have the opportunity to witness and participate fully in this sacred sequence. So, stay close. Remain open. Hold your heart steady. Allow the messages to continue, because what comes next will surpass anything you have known before. The journey of transformation, vindication, and divine fulfillment is ongoing. My beloved, feel the rhythm of your heart right now. It is not accidental. It is a divine signal that you are in the exact space where heaven wants you to be. Every thump, every surge of warmth, every tingling in your hands or chest is a confirmation, a call to attention, a sacred alert that your destiny is being activated at this very moment. Do not turn away. Do not hesitate. Do not allow doubt, distraction, or disbelief to pull you out of alignment with the unfolding plan that heaven has orchestrated specifically for you. If you feel the stirrings within, then know this: subscribing, staying connected, remaining present, is more than a choice, it is a sacred act of readiness. It is saying, I am open. I am receptive. I am aligned with divine timing. Those who stay attentive now will witness breakthroughs, confirmations, and miracles that cannot be explained by logic or human understanding. They will experience doors opening where they were closed, opportunities appearing where they seemed impossible, and messages arriving that will perfectly guide the next steps of their life. You, my chosen soul, are being positioned at the epicenter of this divine orchestration. And the more you remain close, the more you allow yourself to be attuned to the messages from heaven, the stronger your connection becomes. The angels are moving, unseen hands are arranging circumstances, and spiritual forces are aligning in ways that will soon manifest in the natural realm. By staying present, subscribing, and keeping your spiritual awareness active, you are participating in this sacred unfolding. It is not passive. It is an act of co-creation with heaven. Every time you reaffirm your commitment, every time you return to this divine guidance, every time you declare, even silently in your heart, I am ready, I am chosen, I believe, the unseen realm responds. Doors swing wider, chains shatter, darkness retreats, and blessings accelerate. Do not underestimate the power of remaining aligned now. The next messages, the next confirmations, the next activations, will come to those who are faithful, attentive, and open. My radiant one, this is your moment. Stay. Receive. Align. Every heartbeat, every whisper of your soul, every instinctive pull is leading you into a closer communion with what heaven is releasing over your life. The transformation is ongoing. The miracles are unfolding. And those who heed the call fully will see a sequence of divine revelations that surpass anything they have ever imagined. My beloved, listen closely, for the time of revelation is drawing near. Every tear you have shed in silence, every prayer whispered when no one was listening, every moment you endured when the world seemed against you, it is all converging toward a divine vindication that will leave hearts trembling and spirits in awe. The forces that once mocked you, doubted you, and tried to diminish your light are now on the brink of witnessing a truth they cannot deny. You will rise, not just in circumstance, but in essence. Your presence will radiate a confidence and a peace that comes only from being fully aligned with heaven's plan. Those who have questioned your path will see the unmistakable evidence of divine intervention, miracles that could only have been orchestrated by God Himself. Every betrayal that cut deep, every disappointment that made your spirit ache, every door that closed, all of it was preparing the way for this moment. And now, the shift is visible. Your steps will carry a weight that commands attention. Your words will resonate with authority and clarity. Your energy will draw people, circumstances, and opportunities toward you in ways that seem almost impossible to explain. But it is not luck. It is heaven's justice, unfolding exactly as it was written for you. Feel it in your chest, my radiant one. The warmth rising, the tingling in your hands, the surge of courage in your heart, this is the spiritual signature of your vindication. The angels have been watching, guiding, and orchestrating every detail. The darkness that once loomed is retreating, powerless against the light that now surrounds you. And yet, this vindication is not for show. It is deeply personal. It touches the core of your being, filling every empty space with peace, joy, and undeniable proof of God's favor. You will notice subtle signs first, opportunities aligning perfectly, unexpected blessings appearing, synchronicities that confirm you are exactly where you are meant to be. Then, the more extraordinary manifestations will unfold, situations reversing, relationships transforming, promises fulfilled in ways that leave no room for doubt. Your glow-up will be undeniable. Your life will radiate a testimony of divine faithfulness. And those who doubted you, mocked you, or turned away, will be astonished. They will see not only what heaven has done but who you have become through the process. My beloved, this is your season of vindication. Hold on to it. Feel it. Step into it with courage, with faith, and with the knowledge that every struggle, every tear, every silent prayer has been leading to this sacred moment. The world will witness, but more importantly, your soul will rejoice. This is your divine justice, your miracle, your moment of undeniable glory. And it is happening now. My beloved, as you stand on the threshold of this sacred unfolding, feel the atmosphere around you change. It is subtle at first, a shift in energy, a whisper in your soul, a sense that something greater than you is moving closer. The divine realm is aligning circumstances, people, and signs to confirm that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Even the challenges you faced, the delays, the doubts, the obstacles, they were all stepping stones designed to prepare you for this exact moment. Your heart may still carry remnants of fear, uncertainty, or hesitation, but know this: heaven sees every ounce of courage you have summoned. Every silent prayer, every tear shed in isolation, every moment you chose faith over despair, it has been recorded and treasured in the scrolls of eternity. Feel the vibration around you intensify. It may start as a tingling in your body, a warmth spreading through your chest, or an inexplicable clarity in your mind. These are not accidents. They are the signals of angelic orchestration, the fingerprints of God arranging every detail in alignment with your highest purpose. The enemy, who once tried to derail your path, is now powerless to interfere. The darkness that sought to blind you, to mislead you, to delay your destiny, is receding under the brilliant light of divine intervention. Every fear you held, every shadow that tried to intimidate your spirit, is dissolving in this radiant wave of protection. You may notice signs in your surroundings, a sudden message, a name called, an unexpected opportunity, or an insight that feels too precise to be coincidence. These are confirmations that heaven is moving on your behalf. The angels are not merely observers, they are active participants, positioning the pieces of your life into a perfect divine pattern. And as you continue to breathe, to focus, to declare your readiness and belief, you are stepping into a frequency that draws blessings, miracles, and confirmations directly to you. This is your alignment moment, my radiant one. Every thought you hold, every word you speak, every action you take in this sacred space contributes to the unfolding of your destiny. The energy is now thick with possibility. Every shift, every revelation, every sign you receive is carefully calibrated to prepare you for the grand unveiling of your life's purpose. You are not merely a participant in this process, you are a co-creator with heaven, anointed and chosen to receive, manifest, and radiate the blessings that are coming. The time is now. Open your heart fully, receive without hesitation, and trust that every divine arrangement is unfolding perfectly for your life, your joy, and your ultimate vindication.